Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango.
Bay.
We good?
Give the
we're
people what they
rolling.
Mango
want.
fucking
Mango
Bay.
fucking Bay. Or today, as we're called, Anal Talk with Atheer.
Anal
I'm
talk
just
with
kidding.
Atheer.
I'm just kidding.
Before we jump in,
Before we jump in, yes. But
before we jump in,
yeah, tell me.
that was the anal alarm.
That
by the
was,
way.
yeah.
Anal
we have
talk.
to say it every time it goes off.
Mango. Hey, Joe. Joe, you wanna?
That's mine. Sorry.
It is anal
It's my
talk.
push-ups alarm.
Welcome to Mango Bay. Join the Patreon. Follow us. But join the Patreon first. Patreon.com/MangoBay.
Yeah.
At Pranav. At Usama.
Stands up.
Yeah. Today.
Hours and hours of bonus content on the
Oh, yeah,
Patreon
of course,
that you're going to love.
Of course, all
We're
that.
talking mango clips, outtakes from episodes, topical news clips, and bonus
audio
episodes.
clips,
Mango
and
Bay
it's
After
on.
Dark.
It's hot
Mango
right
Bay
now,
After
dude.
Dark. Banger episodes.
Yeah, it's good.
Unreal funny. Comedy just like you've
Up
never
your
heard
ass and around the
before.
corner.
It's
Party.
really literally the funniest shit you've ever heard.
Today.
And the smartest.
Today. We have our favorite Jewish comedian.
Your favorite one.
Our favorite Jewish Israeli comedian.
Atheer Rothstein.
Atheer Hulkenberg.
Well, she's a Palestinian who just got vaccinated, so now technically she's an Israeli. That's how that works.
Oh. God damn it. Hello. How was synagogue today?
Honestly, this can only help me in my comedy career, so keep it up. That's fine. I want the rumors to
Atheer
stay out there.
Yacoub. Or Atheer Jacob if you're
Jacob.
white.
Or
Atheer
Yacoub
Jacob.
if you're of
Yacoub.
the people, you
Of
know.
the people that aren't.
Yacoub.
We love Atheer. Atheer's been a comedian in New York ever since I fucking started, really, in New York, right?
Yeah, I knew you
from
from when you
day
first
one.
moved to New York from Texas. You were
Right.
like 2 years into
I
comedy.
knew you from back when you were Palestinian.
I knew you
You know what I'm
back
saying?
from
Back
when you
before
were,
you were Jewish.
Atheer,
Muslim.
when I
Remember
first
that?
started, a friend of mine who was
Okay,
dating
yeah,
one
we
of my
have an
best friends.
interesting
Really?
Yeah.
way of meeting.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story, Atheer?
What is it?
Sure. Okay.
First of all, follow Atheer at Synagogue
Yacoub.
Comic.
At Hamas.
At Atheer Seinfeld.
At Netanyahu Stan 125.
Guys, if I really already have like this stalker that thinks I'm a Zionist
Really?
and has told me to suck a Zionist dick and all
Whoa.
this and whatever.
Tell Ilhan
so
Omar to
he's
shut the
just
fuck
gonna
up.
Why
love
does he
this
think you're a
shit.
Zionist? Because you're...
Because something related
It's really
to
Jewish
someone on
people
my
can live.
podcast who is a Palestinian dating a Jewish guy who I'm you know. And then they stalked her, and then now I'm being stalked by proxy, which is kind of insulting.
Okay,
in a
that's
way. It's
insulting,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
right.
You should be the main show.
Yeah.
He should be sending you ears and stuff
But
like that.
I tried. I was fed up after a year and a half of this, and I Instagram video called him
That's
to
how
be
nice
like,
Atheer
talk
is.
shit to my face.
That's how nice Atheer is.
Okay.
It takes 1.5
Bizarre
years.
way of confronting a stalker too. Of like, let's get closer.
She
Not even calling. Let
Yeah.
me
Dude,
get video call you.
She's stalking the guy behind the bush, and she's stalking him.
I mean,
Like,
you're-
hey.
yeah, I up your crazy with my crazy.
I love it. I love
it's a
it.
good strategy.
That's what you
Did
gotta
it work?
do. He wasn't answering. I was like, "What, you little dick? You little micro needle."
That's literally
piece
the
of shit."
Israeli-Palestinian conflict too.
Yeah.
Like,
Because the guy's
Palestinians are,
Arab.
oh, you're gonna bomb us?
Arab.
Okay.
And
So
then
this
be
is an
like,
Arab guy who's saying you're basically not Arab enough.
yeah, he's Palestinian, and I was like, "How fucking dare you
Right, hell yeah.
accuse me of being a Zionist?
Wow.
Say it to my face, motherfucker!"
I don't even eat pastrami anymore. That's how fucking Palestinian I am. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he'll love that now I'm on air admitting my Judaism.
Sure.
Judaism.
I don't know. I made a prayer, a Christian thing.
What's the story of y'all meeting? What is this?
Oh my God, yeah, tangents. Okay, so I
Glory
was
hole.
working
Just
at
kidding.
the Columbia Medical Center, not to brag, and
As a janitor.
Not to brag again.
it still counts.
Not
okay?
to double brag.
It still counts. All right. They have
Ivy
flexible
League
hours
janitor.
anyway.
Hello.
So I'm walking to the park and I run into a friend who I'd also met through another mutual friend working at Columbia. And not to brag. Okay.
Well,
Working
like
my-
you said with-
And I was
she
walking
stays
not to brag.
bragging.
I was walking past sundown not
Yeah.
to brag. And I was talking to him, not to brag.
And my friend, I was walking to the park during my lunch break.
Bragging. Oh, God, here
Yeah.
we go.
And
Brag like.
my
I had
friend
a
was
lunch
making
break.
out with this brown psychiatrist,
Wait,
this brown
what?
doctor.
It's my boy Sherman.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
So, yeah.
And
my
they were
boy,
like in
boy.
each other's laps. And I was like, oh, hey. And I won't say the name of her friend. But anyway,
You can say Lauren.
fine, Lauren.
That's
Hi, Lauren.
scandalous. Lauren's parents aren't oppressive. They can hear about
I
her
assume
making
everyone
out.
is like, my parents are like, seeing that I'm in the same room as you guys, that's enough. They don't even need to see audio or hear any audio.
Brown parents, it's like, you hang out with people who've met kissed before?
Yeah.
It's like, so that means, to them, that means you're doing anal too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the vaccine. You gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so then she was like, hey, my boyfriend's friend just started doing stand up.
Oh, here we go.
Can I put you in touch? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
I gotta teach you how to fucking
All
write.
right. No. And now I'm like, hey, Pranav, can I be on your podcast?
I know.
Did the jack off motion again? What was that?
She did. She doesn't know
She
how.
was like, it was like 4 dicks.
It's
coming
abstract.
out.
It's abstract.
Clinically accurate. Very clinically accurate. It's kind of covered for her mom, so her mom doesn't think she knows
It was during.
what any of this is.
Mom.
Whatever guys do when they.
My daughter thinks they have 4 dicks. This is great.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what it's like from this angle, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I'm not like technically.
You're now stepping into it yourself.
Dick.
Okay,
I don't know what it's like
we're
in
not
any
asking you to
angle.
give your experience
she's
with
like
hand
pantomiming
jobs.
this for her mom. She's like, Mom, I would never just
and then maybe tickle the balls a
and then,
little bit,
and then
Hey, can
if you want to digits, I would
just-
never
I tell you
do
guys?
that.
I would never just like never.
I would never do that.
I'm a Muslimin.
Allahu Akbar.
Oh my God.
I had this teacher in Palestine tell us this joke. She was like, "What is this?" And then like, what is that?
Fondling Palestinian.
She was like, "That's like opening the faucet to shower and checking the temperature."
Okay.
She was like a dirty
Of
little
someone's
hoe.
pussy.
She was the sex ed teacher in
was our-
occupied territories.
That was our biology teacher. That was our sex talk. That was
the
it.
sex
You're
talk.
right.
I feel
That
like you
was
walk
it.
into sex ed class in Palestine, they'd have like 19 Qurans already on tables.
There's no sex ed because there's no sex there.
There is.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
ad.
There's no
If somebody-
ed.
it was definitely a
Honestly,
trap.
honestly.
Where somebody was
You
like,
gotta-
"Oh, that's the
gotta go
balls,"
to
and they're like,
States.
"Get him out of here! Get him out of here!" He gets escorted out.
Escorted
Also, guys,
by the balls.
no
Yeah.
one fondle a girl like that. Don't turn her boobs like a faucet. And
That's how I fondle Pranav
check if
balls,
she's
actually.
wet.
This is
That doesn't.
check if she's wet.
That's more polite than I would have expected from the territories. You know, wetness. Do you guys care about that? I had no
She was
idea.
Filipino and she married a Palestinian guy.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know her conversion situation, but
I think it's called slavery. Yeah. and I'm just saying, you know.
they paid her in food
if she's lucky.
on Tuesdays.
Wow.
But wait, so you, by the way, are Palestinian, not Jewish. There's the big reveal.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's the
I
big
haven't
reveal.
taken the DNA test. I could be Jewish and Palestinian. That might be a controversial thing.
That would be
to
It's
say.
insane.
honestly the lamest
But-
conflict because it's
Yeah.
like Yacoub, Jacob, the names are the same. I understand Hindu-Muslim conflict because
Sure.
it's like
We're different.
Yeah, we worship what you guys consider the devil, you know?
Y'all are
See,
like
I don't
twins
even care
fighting.
about that. We're so far into the Palestinian thing, and it's like it's not really obviously like a Muslim conflict. It's Palestinian conflict. There's a lot
Right.
of Christians. I'm like, wait a second. Don't fucking Islamicize this conflict.
Sure,
Y'all
sure.
done enough in our region. Can we just have this identity too?
You're like saying this like a Jewish mom. You've
Yeah.
done enough.
Yeah, you done
You've
it.
done
Done
enough, kids.
Lots with
You've
all the
done
Islamization
all the bombings
of the
and the-
struggle.
I'm a
What's
mom
it-
who volunteers at Jewish Voice for Peace for her daughters.
Y'all need to get a Jewish mom on your side. Because that would be like, hey, stop it.
Yeah, and she used to fight with my mom.
Yeah, dude.
See who wins
Have you
that.
ever dated a Jewish guy? Is this something you can
You
talk
know,
about?
It's funny you should ask.
Okay.
It's tragic.
Your
you
mom
should
might not
ask.
think so.
Actually, it's
yeah,
tragic that we go on.
I've like gone on dates with Jewish guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my, on their turf?
On their turf,
Like South Williamsburg?
Like
Crown
South
Heights.
Williamsburg? Like in a bank?
One of them, this is not even a bit I've thought about. He lived directly across the street. I could see into his apartment from mine.
Sure. Hell yeah.
And that's how you guys got together.
What the
Like,
fuck?
hey, nice tits, and you're like, hey, nice balls.
We met at the neighborhood bar. He
we
was a
go.
Reformed Jew. His mom didn't give, like, they didn't do
so
anything.
reformed. He's Muslim.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's so reformed.
A correct Jew, as they saw
His
it.
dad was Catholic, so he just, I don't know. He didn't,
Okay.
So that was like my introduction to a Jewish guy, like just slowly, I was like, okay, he's like he considers himself half Jewish. So.
Okay. Which that doesn't make sense, right? Isn't like Jewish like, yeah, you're all in or all out?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Hence the Reformed are like, I don't know. But
it sounds like he wasn't even real.
Yeah, I more and more I'm hearing about this. It's just dissipating in
Yeah,
my
I
mind.
love Jews. I've even dated one.
I've dated.
He goes to a different yeshiva.
He works in a bagel store and he runs a bank.
He's a dreidel whittler.
Yeah,
all right?
his name is Moses.
This is a real guy.
Actually, his name is Noah.
Is Noah. Okay.
Close.
What's the like
of the
Arab name for Noah?
Nuh, which is so.
Nuh.
I like Noah, but
Nuh.
Nuh, it just sounds like.
All Arab names are like they're coughing on the dust around them.
Yeah,
while
you
they're
can't say
saying
them
it.
around COVID. A lot of guys have changed their names. You
During
work at a
COVID?
deli, you can't say.
Every time Muhammad tried to do a speech to like convert to Islam, it would always take like 30 minutes. Hi, I'm 1 second. I will start in a second, please.
That's where they got the singing from.
Oh yeah, they go just coughing.
We're
out
going
there.
to hell.
Okay, so how far did this Jewish rendezvous go?
I mean, like a few months. It was just like a fling.
Okay.
I haven't like dated anyone. I've only been in 2 serious relationships, both with Palestinian men. One
Okay.
was
This is
Christian, one
getting the
was
official record
one
here.
was Muslim.
Palestinian
I was-
Christian man.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
he was half Armenian and then half Palestinian.
Oh, okay.
Your parents were very approving?
They never found out.
Oh,
Until now.
But you were
Until
engaged for a
now,
while,
guys.
weren't you?
Are we? What?
You were engaged for a while.
I was
weren't you?
engaged.
Yeah.
Not to the Christian guy.
Not to the Christian guy, yeah.
Was he Muslim? This is a white guy. Remember?
No, he was Palestinian.
He was
Oh!
Palestinian Muslim, right?
Yeah.
I remember meeting this guy.
I
Yeah.
met him too.
This is 6 years ago when
Let's
I met
not
this
talk
guy.
about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the next 40 minutes of the podcast.
Sage this room again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sage this room.
He's also one of the stalkers, not by proxy.
Oh my
This
God.
isn't-
One of the what?
Stalkers.
There was,
he
there was a
stalks you?
stalking phase, but I think it's over.
Oh, shit.
Really?
But if he
Oh my
sees
God.
this, then that's evident that it's not over. And
This
it's-
is
I mean,
amazing
it's
in
never
theory.
going to really
apparently
be
he got
over.
mad that I said that I was going to stab him on a podcast. I don't remember this. First of all,
Atheer being so funny, right? She's like, I don't want to talk about
yeah,
it.
but
Here's 4
I
things.
threatened to stab
Here's
somebody.
4
okay,
things.
but if we're gonna go out on like, let me just say this is the note. I don't remember saying that, and if I
She's like, I don't want to walk the plank. Then she cannonballs off the
and
plank.
also then it was like I did say I was just kidding. So I'm like, who cares? Like,
Right.
anyway,
It's
right.
all vibes. It's all vibes. So
He heard you. She was like, she wants to stab me. There's still a chance.
Yeah. There's
There's
like
still a
passion
chance.
there.
Yeah.
I've seen enough true crime to know
yeah.
nobody kills someone they're apathetic about.
I can't wait for the true crime that's like a Palestinian drama. You know what I'm saying? He was
just our
Palestinian.
lives, just like a live reel.
Just Jewish.
There's a lot of movies about that.
Of what?
Like the Palestinian Jewish falling in love.
Really?
Kind of thing,
Okay, that's pretty good.
tale,
Is there?
Or like there's like or a lot.
Romeo.
I feel like that's like a category in Pornhub, maybe, you know?
That's what I meant by
Yeah.
movies.
That's my homepage, actually.
We could talk about how I've never watched porn.
Really?
Like maybe once. or
Wink,
twice.
wink.
No, really.
Okay.
We're gonna have a
not
disclaimer,
really a
like a
thing.
chiron, as you talk.
Yeah.
Everything she's saying is the
Bleep
exact
it out.
opposite of what she's saying.
So they asked me like before, what am I gonna what's off limits? So I should have written this like the night before. I should have gone
Yeah.
through like the list.
We can't talk about gluten.
I have to-
Sorry, I don't want.
She's a verbal allergy to
It's
gluten.
controversial.
It's
It's
trauma for me.
controversial. Very triggering to my.
Nobody. Nothing about challah bread. All right. Okay.
Yeah, now you've crossed the line.
Well, I mean, it's always a fascinating thing because, like, if you look at the ground floor, probably in both those countries, there's probably a lot of love between just the people. It's always like the way you.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, dude. It's
I
like,
don't know about that. Usama's acting like that wall has like a glory hole in it or something.
saying it has
Like,
multiple.
They're keeping us apart, Yacoub. Yes,
Are you
Atheer, I
referencing my
know.
glory holes
I
joke?
know. I don't know. I don't think this is the case. I think there's genuine hatred.
I don't know. I feel like
I think-
Said the Hindu to the Muslim.
Hey, listen.
Let's keep it on one. Let's
You
keep
know
it on
what?
one.
You know what I
around.
think is
No,
there.
this way he's
you know where there
outnumbered.
probably is love is on Grindr, right on the border between like Gaza and Israel or
I've matched
whatever.
with so many Jewish guys on Hinge, like so many.
But
like,
when you're in
I think there's a
Palestine?
lot of
Palestine?
gay Jewish dudes learning parkour to climb the wall to get into
They
Palestine.
don't need to
parkour
climb.
right
They
in.
can
Right. So
just
they can do
drive
some
their little asses
spelunking.
over or walk over.
They can do
The Palestinians they do parkour over these like disheveled homes in Gaza. It's really sad, but
that's
kind of
really
cool.
sad.
That's where parkour was invented.
That is content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
That's also where parkour is actually helpful, not just to like show off in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
So you
no,
can
it's
run
like
from
dodging
Jewish forces?
landmines
Yeah.
and bombs and
It's actually
That's a video
for
I'd watch.
survival.
missiles. Yeah.
It's not parkour so much.
Because the French parkour is like there's on a bike rack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like, yo, can we get some
parkour.
rocket launchers in this bitch?
Yeah.
Pal-
I knew you guys would
Palcore.
take it to Palestine. I was like, we're gonna talk.
Oh, for sure. This is the whole.
I
I thought I would wrap Palestine though if you were
I
gonna
know,
talk
we did.
just in
Palestine?
case.
That sounds like a fun step up 5.
Take it to
Take it to Palestine.
Palestine.
This time they're in Palestine.
Oh, they went to Palestine with it, didn't they? Didn't they?
No, but it's honestly like one of those things where it's like it's something that informs your comedy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're-
100%.
You have a lot of reporter.
Some might say too much.
And I would say fuck those people. Pranav.
And I would say those people were wrong as well.
There's
We need more.
There's a danger feels like y'all like
Yeah.
Palestinians. Everyone, the waiter dies. The fucking owner kills himself. I cannot believe this is happening.
It's amazing going into like a New York comedy club and being like, I'm Palestinian. It's just like what the owners,
Just
you
like,
know.
wake
love
up.
that.
I love
What
that
is
Broadway comedy club was looking for your avails. Like, do
Right,
they
it's
know
the
you're
most
Palestinian?
Jewish thing of all time.
Don't tell them. It's Yacoub on the email.
Yeah,
I have a
Yacoub.
separate email.
Yacoub on the email.
Atheer Yacoub,
What
Jewish
would be like the
comic.
Hebrew
Like, these are
equivalent
side
of
curls.
Atheer?
Yeah.
What's up?
No, I'm
The
agreeing. with him.
is there like a Hebrew or Jewish equivalent of the name Atheer?
I don't know, but on this checkpoint on the way from Jordan to Palestine, this Israeli like soldier or like whatever, they're all soldiers /
Right.
like border patrol people, just started singing the song with my name, and he's like, oh, but
Okay.
I don't know. He told me there was like another name or meaning to it, and I was like, just process my passport, please. Let's
Whoa,
get out of
whoa,
here.
whoa.
But he was like, oh, Atheer, and I'm like, this is so fucking weird. I feel like you're molesting my ears. You're like on my land, like
That's how it
like
starts.
that.
That's like,
Yeah,
that's like,
yeah.
can you just fill
Step
up my
one.
tits or something?
Yeah,
Something
please.
normal?
Yeah, this is fucking
Instead of
weird.
trying to seduce me
But
through
they'll
song?
flirt with you. Oh, God, they'll flirt with you because a lot of times it's these like 18, 19-year-old kids on the checkpoint, and they're like, "Can we have your number?"
Oh my God. It's like, just tear gas me, please.
Yeah, please, you
Just
shoot me.
fucking
Shoot
tear
me.
gas me.
Shoot me.
Saudi Arabia, I'm right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Let's end this. Dude, that's really insane. But I mean, that's good that they're trying to fuck, you know, and they're Jewish, you're Palestinian.
As they're holding like
you
a
keep putting a
AK.
positive
You
spin
know,
on
they
something
see
truly
you trying-
horrendous.
They see you trying to fuck, they're fucking, you're fucking, you know, what's
She was just trying to cross the border.
yeah. And they're trying to cross
They're
her
just
border.
trying
They're trying to invade her Gaza Strip,
Yeah.
and
Jesus.
totally different.
I am denying them entry.
let's try to take
All
everyone
right.
with these
territories.
There we go. I'm writing this down. Hold on.
Yeah.
I've never thought of that one. Gaza Strip.
She's trying to impose a blockade. And for once,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump out that window. I like also how you're keeping the temperature like the motherland in here. It's just like a
It-
nice
yeah.
crisp 105
Of course,
degrees.
yeah.
We're gonna have like
she
a little
doesn't know
dust
enough
to
about
this throat.
Brooklyn apartments to think that we have control over the
I
climate.
don't have control over my
Yeah.
but it's breezy.
You live in the Upper East Side. You live straight up among the bagels.
I know,
Yeah.
really.
Among the bagel boys.
It's just like
There's
you.
a lot of I'm next to like the biggest mosque there too, so it's kind of weird. There's a lot of Arabs
Right.
and there are a lot of Jewish people.
Did you go to the mosque ever?
Just like home. What?
Did you go to the mosque ever?
I passed by it the other day and there was like
Passed
the
by it. I like it's like I passed it a few
I
times.
sprinted by it.
I give it a
and
nod.
then the call to prayer
a
came
knowing
on.
nod.
Yeah. Dude,
And-
that mosque is so Jewish. Like, there's rabbis who lead the prayer. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
And they can pronounce it so
Imam
goddamn-
Dershowitz on the stage here.
I would love that.
Dude, it is such a weird.
Bring it together.
It's a weird Jewish
Throw a
place.
priest in there.
It was gifted by Jordan.
Really?
I think it was gifted by like a Jordanian fucking
prince or
yeah,
something.
prince, a mosque
mosque
in the
on
Upper East
96.
Side, and I feel like it was
Maybe
kind of
that
like a
one.
little jack off on the fucking Jewish.
What was that motion?
Oh yeah. Oh, I love
She
jacking
doesn't
off.
know what that
confident.
is.
No, that's very high up. I was like, that's very
This is
confident.
either jacking off or a rocket launcher being launched. One of those two for you. Both wrong, I guess, in your country. But the idea of,
As
of
opposed to
saying hi to a guy before marrying him, but the idea of a mosque being in the Upper East Side seems like a little bit of a kind of an emotional, like, hey,
that was a
bitch.
checkmate.
A little bit of checkmate.
What? By who though? By the
By Jordan.
Jordanians?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bit.
Your territory, and you're getting a little too comfortable
Yeah,
up
exactly.
in
Hello,
here.
we're going to invade your turf.
Yeah.
Jews.
Oh, right.
The Upper East Side.
I remember you
Hello.
go on the,
I
on
will
the
give it to
spiritual
them. They were
homeland
there.
of the Hebrews.
That's what I'm saying.
They were there first.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
They can have bagels.
They're gonna start putting moss
They
in
can
the.
start saying bagels are Arab food now.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, give me 2 pitas. It's like, what? You mean bagels?
Nothing
Arugula.
makes
2 pitas.
Palestinians angrier than like calling it like an Israeli salad.
Can I
or-
get
Oh,
white
dude.
hummus? Can I get a white hummus
Yeah.
on my bagel? Is that possible? Give me cream
Calling a
cheese?
Greek salad an Israeli salad.
Yeah.
It used to be a Greek salad.
Now it's Israeli.
It's just fucking
How?
tomatoes
we
and
just called it
cucumbers.
that. We
That's what I'm
changed the
saying.
name.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's true.
That's what I'm saying. They want these Jewish on the way to getting locks to see a mosque. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you know what? I was moved. I was moved by the mosque.
Because you were in the
meaning they actually
in the men's
rezoned
stage.
you out?
Yeah, yeah. You were out past 6.
You're like, I
you were
gotta
out
move?
Past sunset. They were like, we're gonna move you.
I can't wait for mosques to open. My dad has something to do. You know, he was like the
Right,
guy
right.
there like 5 days. Like I wouldn't see him when I was home. He would just be at the mosque. Like in between prayers, he'd have to turn around and just go back to the mosque. But
Yeah, I knew some of the mosque heads back in Plano.
What do they do at the mosque all day?
They really just hang out. They just hang out.
pray, hang out.
They
I don't know.
they take care of the kids. If you know what I mean.
No. Does that mean jacking off?
No. They just let them. They can take care of the kids. If you know what I mean.
Oh, God.
Oh God!
If you know
what?
what I mean. They
Usama.
take care of the kids. If you know what I mean. As in,
All
just face
right,
value.
all right.
What do you think he means, Atheer?
That they watch kids.
That's what.
Okay.
That they teach them instruments.
Do
Do they be molesting at mosques? I thought that was just a Catholic thing.
They're pretty good.
That's a religious person of power thing.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
see a
Who's
lot
also a pedophile.
I see you moms. No. My moms are pretty chill. They're chill as fuck. But like there are people who like stay there the whole day. Like they'll start
Yeah.
at Fajr and they'll just fucking hang out. They'll just be like little
Yeah.
mosques.
I went
mosque
to an
flies.
Islamic school for 1 year that like year round, and that was enough for me to just like
Yeah.
dip out slowly. Since then, I've been like,
And those mosque schools are never named like mosque or it's always like Brighter Horizons.
ours
Or
was
like-
Is that
called-
how American mosques are named?
It's like no. The mosque schools are named like Walk of Light in Texas.
Noor. It's always a Noor.
For yours, it was Noor.
Ours was Islamic Academy.
Okay. Y'all
We tried to be
Islamic
like
Academy.
we were an academy. Thank you.
You couldn't fix that
I
in
majored in
Alabama.
bombs.
Yeah.
You couldn't in Alabama do a little bit of a sneak attack. It's like, hey, we're the Islamic guys over here. It couldn't be like
They should have changed it.
Catholic Church Inc.
Wait,
George Washington Islamic
The
School.
Islamic school was in Alabama?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to call them that.
That's where you grew up.
Yeah, I know.
And
but
they call it
they have
Islamic
schools.
Academy. I'm
that's
like,
where they had the
Did you say
Islamic
Islamic
Academy?
schools or schools? Yeah. That's why it was so fucking like
that's crazy.
crazy. And
Did you guys have like a
extreme
football team? And what were the rivalries
and
like?
the jihadis.
Yeah, the jihadis.
Jesus Christ.
The
Cheerleaders
martyrs.
or the jihadi
The
hotties?
martyrs.
Versus jihadis.
Jihadi, baby. Okay, God. I mean, what? No. We didn't have. It only went up to 8th grade, and then every year after they added a
Which
grade.
is the Islamic education.
They're just catching up. They're like, you know what, ladies, you stop here, men. We gotta
They go to 9th grade. It's just like
Keep
kitchens
going.
everywhere.
keep going.
I mean, dude. Those schools are kind of crazy. If you go into
They
those
are.
schools and you come out, like I knew one guy named Ahmed, and he came out and he had the beard and he couldn't talk to girls. He was filming them as they walked by.
Yeah,
In
because you're
college-
not socialized to know how to talk to women. So as
Right.
soon as like they're let out, I mean, this happens all brown countries too. That's why there's so much sexual harassment in like Cairo and Dubai, and all the brown
Right.
countries, like India, whatever. Anyway,
What the fuck you just say?
India.
The fuck you just say?
She was like, she had 2 Arab cities, and she's like, and
I sussed it out.
India, and India,
the whole
oh,
country of
be
India.
rapey out there.
Palestine. No, there's
Yeah.
a lot of street harassment.
For sure,
I mean,
yeah.
But it's because people are sexually repressed.
Sure.
And then the second they have any opportunity to be around a woman or someone, they're just like, I need
Yeah,
to, like,
exactly that actually.
yeah. It's accurate.
And you're not sexually repressed.
I am sexually repressed.
She's very
Okay.
sexually
I'm
repressed.
100. No, but
This
I'm
episode's
slowly
gonna be called the
unrepressing
30-year-old
I've
virgin.
been unrepressing myself since I moved here.
Right.
For like 13 years.
Is that what you call sex? Unrepressing?
Yeah.
Unrepressing.
God damn it.
Unrepressing. Who wants to unrepress with me later?
Searches in Pornhub unrepressing.
Again, I don't know what people search. I just hear about it. I've never. No, but
you go to Pornhub and type in marriage. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're typing in.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Or education.
Yeah.
You know what I'm not ninth grade.
No, listen, I'm not against porn. I'm just like, no, seriously. I don't think that it's exciting, or maybe I just haven't found the right search terms.
What, porn?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Porn. I mean,
You haven't found the right search terms? What is that? What does that mean at the air?
So you've been on Pornhub before?
No,
never.
I mean, the thing is, you're leading us into the territory
you
didn't
funny?
want to talk about.
I feel like I have to explain what's happening here. It's
Right.
like a sitcom where two things are happening
Right.
and there's a huge like misunderstanding. You guys think I'm doing the bit where I'm like wink, wink, talking about how I
Right.
don't
Right.
watch porn, but I actually don't watch porn.
Right.
But I don't know if you know.
actually
that
But
I
then
do.
you also, that's a third double agent here where you're watching it every day.
Yeah.
Where you wake up before you even drink coffee, you're just
I'm
like.
watching it right now. I actually have my phone set up. Right
They're so funny
there.
because she'll riff into it and be like, wait.
No.
That's the repression. That's like
Right.
me. Therapy. You gotta like
A
undo
therapy.
that.
That's what you need.
A therapy. Unrepress.
A therapy.
Because all the shit that your parents tell you when you're like growing up, it's programmed into you. Like
Sure.
the first 7 years of your life are the most important. So that stuff that's been sucked in and like it's really hard to undo. And I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what are the things that I like, who are
Right.
me and who are my parents? And then what do I want to reveal publicly about myself and my life? What's worth the fight? Is this the hill I want to die on with my parents? Like literally? Or
It's going to take you to a hill. This is the hill you die on.
That's I think which hill do you want?
Which hill do you want?
Cleavage, sex,
Really?
drugs,
Should I die?
alcohol? Like pick a hill you're dying on.
You're Palestinian. Is this
I like how cleavage was one of them.
Of course. I don't cleavage myself usually because I feel like that's a sexually repressed thing. But I'll wear other shit. But
there's a Palestinian comics. Dad, is this the dune you want to die on?
This is
Really?
the sand. I'm like, it's just
Is it-
sand. I'll just kick it off.
Yeah,
It's
right.
fine.
Now you're dying at the lower elevation. That's what's happening.
At below sea level.
You're
What is that
right in
accent? I
that
don't know.
we have relinquished, me and this boy. We're done caring what our parents.
It's very
completely,
true, yeah.
completely.
Also,
So
yeah, but you're men.
you're right, but also even on a men's
We
scale.
are now that we relinquished it.
Whoa!
Step up, Atheer.
Oh, step up my ovaries. I will. I'm stepping up.
Not up or shut up.
Oh shit, ovaries.
But the idea is, you're right. Like we have a tough time being like, just go for it,
yeah.
because we've done it. And we're like, yeah, it's so fun to not be in that space, to Doppler effect all their ideas. Like, yeah, sure.
Also,
sure.
my brothers are more traditional. Like they're like the straight and narrow path. So it's like
How do you
that
get
makes
along
it
with them?
worse. I'm really close to the youngest, and I'm like cool with the older ones. But
And does your family, are they into your comedy?
I wouldn't say into it. I mean, they know I do it. I
Right.
don't think they understand it, to be honest.
So they allow you to just talk?
yeah.
Yeah, like she's
But-
talking.
He's talking for the
My
people.
thing was like, I'm gonna leave. Like when I was 21, I'm gonna leave and then do whatever the fuck I want. And we sort of have this like don't ask, don't tell policy in my household.
Wild.
See,
Yeah.
it's interesting how
So
like we're,
they don't know I'm gay.
and I for dicks.
For dicks.
I'm gay for dicks.
I'm gay for dicks.
All the dicks.
Don't worry, Mom and Dad.
Don't
He's
worry.
gay for
Gay
penis.
for penis. A
That'll
lot of
make
it.
them feel better. Yeah.
He's
At the same
gay.
time.
Right, your parents and your dad, you show
Like, neither of these are good for us.
Your dad's like, "Oh, you're gay?" And you're like, "No, Dad, look at this." It's like
Yeah.
you're cocky. You're like being like cummed on my 9 dicks. I'm straight. I'm the straightest as it
Oh,
gets.
thank God.
Yes, my daughter. My daughter.
I don't know what would be worse.
Have you done comedy in Palestine?
I was planning on it last year. My friends were like, "Come, we'll organize these shows and stuff."
Okay.
I just recently
Palestinians organizing. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's what we'll be telling people. It's a comedy show.
You have a set list and a blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be on a microchip. But I did comedy last week in Alabama, which was interesting.
That
'cause a lot
seems
of-
even more restrictive, actually.
Right.
Yeah, I was actually more terrified there because I was in this like.
Are you you're in the city, right? You're not like in a
Because they
rural
probably thought you were
barn.
Jewish, too, and they're like, we
I mean,
already
but-
do not approve of this.
Yeah, exactly. Either way, I'm fucked. There's
Yeah.
no identity I could take. Oh, I'm Latina. Oh, never mind. Like, there's nothing that I don't know. But
Latina.
actually,
Like, I'm Catholic, get
that
the
would-
fuck
like,
outta
That would be
here.
a better thing, right?
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way, no direction I could take my ethnicity that would be acceptable.
A white girl who's tanning a lot.
Yeah.
Ew, they get
there
that,
we go,
yeah.
maybe. All right, so you did a comedy like where in a fucking
in a bar in Alabama, and I was like 15 minutes away from. Like I went downtown, and here's the thing: Birmingham's actually a huge like murder capital.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I don't know. Why I
she
that.
said that like she was bragging. She was like, it's actually a huge murder
Yeah,
capital.
actually got some street. No, but I'm just saying it's a dangerous area, and like I went downtown. My mom was like texting me at 9:15. She was like, "When are you coming home?" I was like, "I haven't gone up yet." And then I just felt like that 15-year-old, like 16, like which I was not rebellious during that age. It wasn't until I was like 18, 19. I was like, "Fuck this!" But I was like going to the bar. I'm like, "Give me gin, give me whatever." I'm like drinking moonshine that someone gave me.
Prohibition bathtub gin.
It felt like someone literally just brought moonshine in a mason jar, and I was like, okay. And then like
I'll have some moonshine and some snake oil, please.
Yeah.
If you got it.
but it was fun. I was like, oh, this is what it could have been like if I wasn't like in my parents'
You
household.
like making out with the random
Yeah,
bartender.
random.
You
Oh, look
barfing
at all
on
you
the
missed
bartender.
out on. I like how she's like, they had moonshine, they had
it was
snake
fun,
oil.
you guys.
I just saw everything I've been missing out on.
You're like vomiting on the table.
feel
This is
like-
feminism.
This is freedom. Woo! But I went through that phase when I lived there, and then I came to New York, and I was just like, oh, fuck everything. But yeah, it takes a long time to
And everybody.
deprogram yourself. But for you guys, I feel like it's different because the consequences of that aren't the same, or repercussions of it.
I
Yeah.
walked off the plane and I was like, I will anal the janitor.
Wait, you were religious when I met you.
Yeah.
You were like fasting. Like I
was a
already
faster.
broken
Yeah,
my
Oh, really?
Yeah. I fasted the first year I was here.
with Noor, because I remember Noor would come. And
Yeah.
Because you were probably scared too. You're like, I need God right now for this first year.
And I would lead women's prayer. You know what I'm saying? I would go to the women's section.
you
and
serious?
No. What?
What?
That's impossible.
Yeah, I was like, you
What?
broke boundaries. I was like, has this all changed since
I
I
was so
last
Muslim.
practiced it? Because it could have. Did they update it and I forgot about it?
Quran 2.0.
Yeah, maybe.
Updated by Google. You know what I'm saying? No, I was that. I was definitely a Muslim kid. I was going to like picnics that were like Ramazan picnics, you know, and I was like doing Eid picnics. Yeah.
Were you doing that before, or did you do that just when you came to New York?
That's 1
'Cause,
year.
You wanted like community.
He converted to Islam in New York.
Yeah. I
It's
saw,
like it'd be a classic story.
I saw one nervous Jewish guy. I'm like, you know what? I get it. Dude, fucking gefilte fish is disgusting. I'm back a lot.
Falafel me, baby.
You know what I'm saying? No, but there was like a year, but then we were both like kind of more codified.
Maybe, but I wasn't fasting, but I still felt guilty about it.
I thought you were a bad girl. I was like, this bitch.
What?
outta
Everyone
here.
thinks that I'm what for not fasting?
No. I thought you were Muslim. You had the boyfriend, and I was like, oh, this girl doesn't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah,
she's out here.
But it was on the up and up too. Like there was like a
Or the
traditional
down and down to
Palestinian
some
guy.
people, yeah.
It was Muslim. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like. Now I'm just like I'm not gonna check off a list just so my parents can be happy
There we go.
for like 20 years, and then I'm miserable for the rest of my life.
There we go. Okay, it's amazing.
This is growth, my friends.
But you
Yeah.
can't say dicks on a screen.
Dick!
Yes.
I can say dick.
That's great.
I was just saying I don't want to get into the details of my like dating life and all of that, and
Sure,
like
sure.
Sure,
but like the idea of like being Muslim or being more in the societally acceptable phase 6
Right.
years ago,
Right.
slowly every passing day getting
Yeah.
more out of it.
With every
Exactly.
dick.
With
With
every
every
passing
dick.
day, every breath,
every
which come from a dick for a
single dick.
Every dick
Dick
I
I
suck, every
Dick
tit
I fuck.
I lick.
Do you hear this, Mom? I'm about to.
I'll be fucking you.
I'll be shaming
This is
you.
how
I'll be
we're
shaming
sending
you.
this to my mom, and then I'm immediately booking a therapy session. We're gonna conference her in. She's gonna be like, "Good for you for setting boundaries here. Good for you."
It's a good remix.
She's like, "You took it a little far. Like, I like your passion. I don't know if you needed to send her a video of you singing "Dick."
I mean, the clip for this week is going to be you just saying, "Dick," put a beat behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Photoshop, just like a hairy Arab.
Ah,
Are Arab dicks hairier?
I don't.
Because you went like, but at the end of
I
you were
just
like,
thought of hairy dicks of like not of Arab men though, but Arab men are usual.
I just thought about that right now. Like, I guess it would just
Muslim men
translate.
are usually circumcised.
Sure, right,
And
right.
Jewish men. So then there's no shock there.
Right.
The transition is smooth, literally.
That's so hot. Oh my God, that's hot. Keep saying circumcised dick. I just
You're like,
slower.
ooh.
Would you reject an uncircumcised dick?
No.
Okay.
Depends who it's
That's
attached
amazing.
to.
What's up?
It depends who it's attached to.
Sure.
My first boyfriend was uncircumcised.
Really?
Okay.
It's interesting. So like, what, he was like a Muslim dude?
Catholic?
No, he's Catholic.
Catholic
Yeah,
Oh.
dudes. Catholic dudes add more foreskin, right?
yeah.
They just
They
add,
paste it.
another.
That's what happens.
We
They have
donate
a
our
reverse
no,
bris.
yeah. The Muslims
actually
donate their
graft more
foreskin to
foreskin
the
on.
Catholics.
That's how anti-Semitic they are. They're like, no. We're gonna add extra foreskin.
We're gonna
Add
get a
a
couple
little on
rolls in.
top.
It's gonna look like prosciutto in there.
We use stem cells.
You know, Indian ladies give their hair to black chicks. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muslim dudes give their foreskin
Yeah.
to white Catholic dudes. Enjoy
They
it.
get two-toned black and tan dicks.
Can't grow your own foreskin.
They need the girth, you know. Just wrap it up
Wrap like a mummy.
like a mummy.
Like, why is this bumpy?
Yeah, this looks like Italian, you know.
So
It's like an
I don't
Italian
think they
meat
make
spread.
condoms for those.
Yeah, right.
Hey, part of your dick just fell off. Is it normal?
Yeah, dude. Are you atrophying right now? Your dick is dusty. Dusty dick.
Oh, there goes the name of the episode.
Dusty dick. Oh, Dusty Dick.
Dusty dicks.
Dusty Dick sounds like an
Dicks.
Alabama famous comic. Yeah. Give it up for old Dusty Dick. Hey,
Dicks.
guy, how y'all doing?
He kills.
He kills.
He's just like.
But he also goes to Palestine and kills there, too. They all
Yeah,
love Dusty
oh, yeah.
Dick over there.
When you grew up, have you lived in Alabama your whole life?
No, I was born there, moved to Palestine when I was 6 months till I was about 4, then moved back to Alabama, then back to Palestine.
How much
middle
oppression?
school.
Like, how
did
do
you-
Alabamans look at an actual Palestinian? Do they know what
No,
Palestine
they don't know
is?
what. No, they have no idea. My mom would always say, "We're from Jerusalem."
Okay, so they hate you for being Jewish then.
They don't know. Yeah, well,
Because that's the thing about Alabamans. It's like, okay, most of America is like pro-Israel. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
And-
there's a lot of Christian Zionists there because they're just told support Israel. They have no idea
Right,
why.
right.
Wait, so Alabama has those types of people, too.
Yes.
100%.
Oh,
dude.
my God. Okay.
Super
A
strong
lot
there,
of
I
those-
think.
Yeah, and it's even worse because they're ignorant about it. They don't even understand the politics or follow the politics or understand.
Right.
It's just
And they have
like-
all these mega churches that are
Yeah.
like given money by the Israelis
Oh,
too.
right.
So that's why I'm curious. It's like, at the same time, they're also really anti-Semitic there too. So it's like, you
Yeah,
can't, even
they're
if you're like,
just
I'm from
anti-
Jerusalem, they're like, well,
I would say though Birmingham's a blue
we'll
city.
be saving you next.
Right. So what is that? It's hating the people but loving the money of it?
What?
They love the
they're
money
just-
influx, but not
They're
the
just
people?
democratic in the Birmingham.
Uh-huh.
They're just more liberal
Okay. But they don't
than
kill
the
people.
rest of. No, they're just majority Democrats in Birmingham
Okay,
versus
gotcha.
like it's not like small town like people think or like country folk or whatever. I mean, I'm sure there's people mixed in, but it's still
Right.
the large majority of people are white and anti-Semitic. I mean, in Birmingham though, there's more of a black population. So, but white people keep pushing
This is
them
amazing.
out. Yeah,
You've been in like every woman-hating place in your
Truly.
life.
that's why I do comedy.
were you
I
born-
really wanted to like feel at home with the misogyny and the sexism. I'm like, what else could I do with my life?
So I want to have my first kid in the Saudi royal palace. You know what I'm saying? Give him the same
I had a
experience I
nice
had.
little career and all like woman-dominated field of nutrition, just telling people how to eat and be healthy. And then I was like, I really want to abuse my life.
But here's the thing: you did Comedy Central Arabia, right?
Yeah, if you have,
But that's
I'm sure they know. I'm sure they're.
they know.
Right,
They have
right,
a-
right.
Right, you
your
did
face.
that, right? You did
Yeah.
like
I
a
did.
half an hour.
So,
But
a
it was
half an hour
in English.
which is
in English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
that's amazing.
That's great.
Yeah,
it's an amazing thing to do that as an Arab in an
Yeah.
Arab
In
you did
Dubai.
it
Yeah,
in Dubai.
It was
In
dope.
Dubai.
Yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fun.
amazing.
It was fun. Yeah.
I mean, 31 minutes, but you would have been had like talked the most out
Yeah.
of anybody,
Any woman
woman
there.
ever.
Well,
combined.
they did interrupt me.
What they did?
A guy just kept.
Some
No.
guy made a joke every time. Hey, okay,
Hey, that's enough.
just so she
that's
knows.
enough.
That's
That's
it.
enough. Just so she knows her place. I'm like, can I finish my?
You're getting
It's
a
just a guy who
frog
keeps trying to
finish
put
my
her
bit
in a
now?
hijab the whole time. Just like, get away from me.
There's a designated hijab guy
Yeah.
just to keep putting it.
I will say, someone used my photo for a Muslim show in New Jersey, and the photo from the Comedy Central Arabia, I was wearing a sleeveless top, which I wasn't planning to do, but I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, hell
and then,
Fuck
And they're
it.
like, fuck it. Take her
yeah,
arms.
Fuck her.
I had to sneak out of the show, but Someone cropped my arm out like visibly so that it would be more halal.
Okay, Atheer Yacoub, famous armless comic.
What?
I had a picture of it and I sent it to her. I was
And
like,
then you know,
this
they
is
took your
hilarious.
hair off too. They made you a dude.
Yeah,
They just
exactly.
put a hat on.
That's hilarious.
Jacob Atheer is here tonight.
Woo!
Jesus Christ. That's insane. You have to deal with so much more shit than I'm
Truly.
thinking.
Truly.
You know, and it's kind of badass.
I have to think about like 100 things before I like leave the house. Like what I look like, what I'm wearing, how I represent myself.
Right.
Do I want to look this way or that way?
But do you feel like that in New York too?
I guess it depends where I'm going. Like if I'm passing by that mosque, I'm definitely buttoning up a little bit.
You're pulling down your tiny crop top. Sorry,
This is what
is my
happened.
Muslim crop top now.
This is like a good example. I was doing laundry in my building and I locked myself out, and I had my neighbor who her mom had to come get me. Like she lives in the next building. She's like my age. And then her mom, who's like full hijab, Egyptian, had to come and like she had a spare key and let me in. And I was in my like laundry, like booty shorts and like a crop top. But then I had like a hood for a jacket that like you couldn't dry. And that's all I had, like, and my phone. So I was just like waiting for her. So I go down and then she's like full hijab and mask. So it just feels even more intimidating. Like this. And
Those days are intense. Those days are intense.
it is. It's so intense. She was like, hi. And I'm like trying to cover myself up with this hood, just like my whole body. And I was
You're not
like,
wearing pants.
just the hood. It wasn't even a hoodie. It was just the hood.
Oh my
And
God.
it's just like, she didn't look down, but it was like in my head that, oh, I must look like a hoe to her.
Dude, I mean, if you show too much ankle, it's like you're getting rammed in the back.
truly
But I
is,
was
yeah,
in my
exactly.
like, this
You
is
are Mia
laundry.
Khalifa.
No
You
one's
are
gonna.
Mia Khalifa, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing demon porn or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how much.
And she's Christian. We need a Muslim Mia Khalifa. Come on.
Oh,
She
is
lady.
she?
She is Christian. I think she's.
Well, she
Lebanese
became Christian the first load she took.
Right. Yeah.
The first load she drank.
That was their baptism.
Yeah, that was a cum baptism.
Baptized in cum.
She drank her first load and did the cross, you know?
Well, Mia Khalifa, what? She's Lebanese, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's Lebanese.
She can get away with.
She is no
I don't know.
nation now. She is, I don't know what she
Yeah.
is, but it's hot.
She's Floridian. Officially.
Floridian. She is bath salts.
Yeah,
They're even good.
exactly.
What do you think of her?
It's fine.
What
We
do you-
talked about this on my podcast. Like, at first I thought she was Muslim, so I was like, oh, cool, do your thing. I don't care that another, like, you know,
Then you heard she was Christian. You're like, oh, checks out. Whore.
checks out. Yeah. No, it's like,
They
don't
would.
fetishize the hijab and use it like, oh, this is my kind of, this is how I'm liberating myself sexually by doing porn and hijab, which is what I initially thought.
Sure.
And I was like, you know what, do you, girl? Maybe that's not how I would do it, but that's
Well, in
fine.
that porn, it was not just her and the hijab. It was also a random Latina chick who was the mom.
Right, I know. They
And
really
she-
took it to a level.
I mean, so it's not
They
just that
really
it was a Muslim
did.
girl maybe doing it. They also brought in like
They
Bella.
made an incest thing
Yeah,
out of it, too.
yeah.
Jesus.
It was
And
a whole,
really the most
yeah.
brutal kind of incest you can think of. Mom
dude.
and daughter? Like, come on.
Dude, it was like they
Oh,
tried
well, I
to do
haven't seen
every
it.
anti-Muslim thing in that video, right?
Yeah.
That's a hijabified
Were they
Latino
eating
chick.
bacon also? Just like
And there was bacon. It was like Latina hijabi and son and daughter fucked together on Easter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eid Mubarak, guys. And it's like
break fast.
it's like, before
They
they
break
come,
fast on some sausage.
What? Break fast on some
sauce.
sausage.
only if it's
Whoa.
halal meat.
Whoa.
It definitely wasn't.
Oh
it was
my
probably
God.
an
Well, I did-
uncircumcised dick too.
Yeah.
in the porn. I didn't actually watch the
Ramadan
porn.
Mubarak. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, dude. It was just a crazy. I got you. We'll laugh at that one. Don't worry. You don't got to laugh at that.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to. I got you. I'll tag team.
Ramadan.
Ramadan Mubarak.
I've never seen porn. One time.
Skeet Mubarak. Am I right? Hello.
Oh God.
Okay, all
Oh
right.
God.
Skeet
Oh God.
poopar, skeet poopar.
Pray to the window. To the.
Oh Lord.
Anyway.
We're all going to hell. If
Go-
there is
go
one.
to hell.
If there is one.
Well, are you Muslim still?
I identify as Muslim.
Okay. Same here. Same here.
I just don't do all the things.
Or any of the things. That's me. No, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
so with you.
I have my superstitions.
People-
do you do that?
I-
Superstitious
100%.
dua? Like when you're about to like go on a trip, like how I just went. Ah!
Wait, what?
Dude, okay.
I
going
saw your
on?
face. I saw your face. You're like, I know she's like, "Dah!" It means it's a prayer. It's like a type of prayer.
And that's a
Dua. But I'm not gonna say like a white girl dua. It's dua.
It's dua.
It's dua.
But you said it like the Bud Light commercial. Or
Like I was saying dick. It was like turning dick.
See, I don't know any surahs. I just said dua longer, and then that's my surah. You know, like
Did you say the word dua?
dua. That's just the whole prayer.
It's like scream.
Dude. First
I
of
don't know
all,
what's
you're
happening.
in Islam for the pronunciation. That's it. You're in for the words.
I'm in for the words. I am a linguist when it comes to. No, I am just really.
I'm linguistically Islamic.
I'm linguistic.
But
No, it's the
I'm
Arabic.
spiritually anarchist.
I'm spiritual. I've mentioned to my family that I'm agnostic. Like I don't really.
Wow.
But I don't get into it with my dad or
Saying
anything.
you're agnostic to your Muslim dad, it's like you're
I
saying
wouldn't
you're
say
in
my dad. I
QAnon.
said it to my mom.
It's like, I'm in QAnon, by the way.
But my aunt, like my mom's sister, she's like, I'm an atheist. But then she's like very Muslim, like in some ways. Like she cares
Right.
too much about what, I don't know. She's like,
Right.
but she lives in Palestine.
To be
So
an
no one.
oppressive atheist is the stupidest thing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
are you doing this for?
Seriously.
Who is this
There's
for?
no fun in
Who
that.
is this
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
dirt?
yeah.
You're just a nerd.
You're just a straight
Just a
nerd.
fucking nerd.
Dude, is this for the sky?
Yeah,
Is
it's
this
like
for
you
that
might as
volcano?
well like be how is that
Just
even hurting
go
to believe
all
in
out,
God?
all out. Like, yeah, that's why I don't understand. Also, like, yeah, I went out with this like Palestinian Muslim guy who we were like sharing a bottle of wine, and then
Oh, yeah.
and then he told me that he
Yeah.
only eats zabiha,
Of course.
and I was like, I like halal. And he's like, I'll eat halal or kosher,
Wow.
and I was like,
He's like, you know, in the Quran, you're allowed pet nat.
but I don't eat pork.
You can do pet nat in the Quran. If it's natural wine, it's fine. Sparkling, Muhammad used to drink sparkling.
If you put it by the window and it naturally just like gets a little like
that one
fermented.
hadith where he's like, drink sparkling.
Yeah,
Drink
sparkling.
cider. It's okay.
Drink rosé all day.
I
Drink
don't
it
understand
all
it. I
day.
truly don't understand it. And this is like a street Muslim joke at this point. And
Right.
so many Muslims I know.
But I don't eat pork
Friends of
either,
mine.
for real.
I know.
So I'm one of those like
that's the thing. It's
hypocritical.
like I don't eat pork, but I eat like mad
I'll
uncircumcised
eat ass,
dicks.
but not pork.
Yeah, you know.
Is this halal uncircumcised dick?
Yeah,
You know?
is this the halal?
Is this
But I said,
But
don't
you'll
explain
drink-
it. I get it. We all have our.
like smoke
Here's what it is.
weed.
Here's what it is. Here's really what it
So
is.
I'm just trying to
no,
understand. I'm
here-
not judging that.
yeah,
by
here's
the
Yeah,
way.
and I was
what
like,
I
I
think.
get it because we
Here's
all
what I
have
think.
our.
Here's what I
hang-ups.
think. I think Muslim culture makes dirty, not halal meat very disgusting.
And
they
yes,
make it like
yes.
like ugly and disgusting.
Like dog meat. It's like saying dog meat. It's
Right,
like growing
so-
up thinking it's dog
Right.
meat.
So they infuse that they infuse alcohol with evil, not disgust.
Exactly.
They infuse
Sex with evil.
evil, not
yeah,
disgust.
Right.
But they infuse meat
And
that is
it's
pork
easy
with,
to
with
disgust. Yeah, because that's what.
with
food
evil
is.
and disgust.
Yeah.
That's why women will love you if you fucking drink, but they'll be turned off if you say you eat pork.
I'm not turned
Because
on.
it's
I'm
interesting.
like, good for you. Like
Really?
my ex used to eat pork. I'm like, good for you for breaking
Wow.
that barrier.
Every
You-
Muslim
before
I
you suck
know.
a dick, you'll put prosciutto over it. You'll be like, yeah,
all
this
the
is
most
Oh,
reprobate Muslims I know,
Right.
will be partying their fucking ass off. They'll do
Right.
coke. They'll do anything.
yeah.
But with pork, they're like, no.
But dude, evil
No.
is enticing. Evil is enticing.
Yeah,
right. But
disgust,
disgust
though.
is not
Disgustingness, I
enticing.
get
That's
it.
the thing
I
you have to
get
get
it now.
over. Like, do
Right.
you want to eat this shitty horse meat or dog meat? And you're just like, wait, even if you think you enjoy it, it's almost like
it's gross.
you're just like, I'm not supposed to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Like eating human flesh. Or
Yes.
something. Like,
Yeah, it's
That's how you make your
disgusting.
kid not
That's what-
fuck. Is you infuse disgust.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to eat a dick?
That's a good parenting technique.
Very good parenting technique.
It's gross.
For all the moms and listeners,
It's gross.
all the mom listeners
You
out
wanna
It's
there.
gross.
It's
Yeah.
like shit.
That's where pee comes from,
Boom.
among other things.
That's a good point. That's one.
Among other things. Dude, that's what it is. And so girls
And wine just makes you eat dick. So
Also, but for us, it's like
Wine
we're controlled by
pairs with dick.
shame. Also,
What?
Shame is big for like a woman,
For
a
a
Muslim
woman.
woman especially.
Sure.
They control you by shame.
Of course.
And telling you that your reputation is everything and that it can never be erased and it defines who you are.
I think that's a very patriarchal thing in general, though.
100%.
Like, even here in America, like
100%.
40, 50 years ago or something, people had those attitudes
Yeah.
who were Christian or whatever, you know?
Dudes seeing a woman fully realized has been a dangerous thing in society for many time, like long time.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like
it
autonomy
just
means
plays out
what?
differently in different cultures, but
Right. It's
You guys
subjugation.
just have your own little flavor. You put a little za'atar on
a
it.
little zatar, samak, misogyny.
Za'atar on it, dude.
Zatar
Yeah.
But I was like
Indians,
saying-
we put a little haldi on it,
A
some
little haldi.
turmeric on it, you know?
Za'atar. What is za'atar again? It's like, what is that?
It's
really good.
sesame and zatar the leaf, and then it's sesame and then sumac, which makes it like kind of sour. So you like sort of grind it all
popcorn.
together,
Okay.
and then you add toasted sesame seeds at the end.
Okay. It's interesting because like Arabs, I went to do a comedy in India, right? In Mumbai and Gurgaon, right? In Delhi. And no joke hit harder. No joke hit harder than the imam was homophobic while he sounded like you can't be homophobic while sounding like you're sucking a dick, right?
Yeah.
That joke, dude, in America it works, right? In India, bro, they are leaping
Really?
from their seats.
Why do you think it is?
Because they're Arabophobic.
Do you
It
think
hit
that's
close to
But
home.
I think it's like in Delhi.
Indians are like Arabs.
yeah,
I
interesting.
think in Delhi it's different.
Wait,
I think
but
it's because of the dick
Arabs-
sucking
No,
part.
Mumbai's are awesome. Mumbai's very
no,
cool.
but I'm saying it's the same in like in the UAE. They treat like South Asians like shit.
It's a little
Right.
bit. There's a little bit of intensity.
Yeah.
We're kind of against each other.
Yeah.
It's totally not chill because
yeah.
obviously. But the idea, dude, I'm telling you, I was like,
It doesn't really have any effect though, because we don't live on the border with each other either.
Afghanistan.
It's not
kind of
like-
like the both. It's both South Asian and Arab in a
No,
weird way.
it's more Persian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like you guys still have to contend with yourselves and the Jews, right?
Right.
And then you got to deal with the Persians before you then have to maybe then go fucking with the Afghans who are like a hybrid before you then get to us.
Yeah, we don't even think about y'all. We've got
Okay.
we've got our hands full. with
That's why I
conflict.
feel like,
No, but that's what I'm saying is like if you're in India, you're closer just geographically, right?
Right.
So I'm telling you, it blew my mind how, and they could just hated Muslims in general. So it's like the Muslim was Arabophobic or the same kind of thing. But I mean, there was not one room where it didn't explode
Right.
the fucking room.
Yeah.
Like, they're homophobic, yes. Even though I am
But
Islam.
it's like, aren't they? Yeah. I'm
I'm
like, what do you?
also-
But
but-
that's why I think it hit on like two levels. Like, yes, fuck them, but also, yeah,
I fucked them and yeah.
also, I think they just liked the dick joke.
It was
Yeah.
it's a good
I
joke.
think that's
It's a good
part of
joke.
it.
It's a good joke.
and they haven't heard jokes.
That's a good joke.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
You know, I did it for the PLA, and it didn't go bad.
PLO.
Yeah, I was
PLO?
like, wait, who?
Who cares, huh? Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh my god.
Whoa, we brought it back.
But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, what is the status? It's like we want to say that there's so much tension, and there is, but like in this,
We got to call it out. That's it. I think you call it out when you go there. Like that's the thing though. Then they tell you,
Is
like,
that a good idea? It sounds like a
No,
good
it's
recipe
actually
to
a
get
terrible
fucking
idea.
murdered.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
I
I'm
went
here
there
for 2 weeks on a tour. And I'm also going to be doing some human rights stuff.
call it out.
Yeah.
I was there. Okay, I take that
Call it
back.
out.
I take it back.
Right.
I meant in a joke form. I mean, right, like the way you're calling out the homophobia thing.
Sure.
But in a joke, but not just like this is what Ali Sultan's great comedian, great friend of ours. He was also doing the Comedy Central Arabia special with me there, and so I kept telling him about how they.
I feel like I should be booked on that.
You should be booked.
You know?
You have
Just
one Quran
South
joke.
Asian later.
Just pull
South
this guy.
Asian labor.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Well,
so,
right.
here's the thing: they might steal your passport.
yeah.
You're the
exactly.
you're the lady
I don't
that-
get paid,
you're the
but I
lady-
do
He
get
was
the
like-
credit.
He was joking about that, how like people like he asked someone there like, oh, do they like steal your passports? I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude! You can't joke about that
That's
shit.
crazy, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can't, and like probably they did. There's like slave labor happening, and like we can't talk about it. And then there's also stuff they're like censoring you to not.
He becomes Larry the slave labor
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
Larry the slave labor guy.
He's already got the look. He's got it down.
Y'all ever work for 30 years for no pay?
He has a southern country.
Who else misses
Indian
their family here?
accent.
Who else misses their family?
You ever want to buy some shampoo, but you got to go to the commissary to buy it? Because you can't actually buy anything that ain't from the commissary?
And then they tell you they're just going to pay you in shampoo, and you can't do anything about it because you got no rights.
They have Jeff Camel
You're gonna
unworthy.
be like the underground
Right.
comedian.
Right.
Very underground because I'm literally digging tunnels.
They built the Guggenheim there. Like you'll be
If you're
they're literally
Christian, we
underground.
built a Guggenheim
Yeah, that's what I'm
there.
If
saying.
you're building
You did.
building a tunnel for 30 years for no money, you might be a slave. You might be a slave. You know what If you haven't seen your wife and kids in 20 years, you might be a slave.
If you ain't seen your passport in 20
If
years,
you sold your own kid to prostitution, you might
you
be
woke up with a kidney missing.
They do that
You
too.
woke up with a kidney missing. Now you're going to the
Not be
deep
a
shit.
slave.
That's some real shit. They do be stealing kidneys in
They
there.
do be like that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god, Atheer.
It's not
she
just
be knowing.
passports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't fall asleep with. This is why I sleep
Dude,
like this.
they be
Middle East.
because all the Brooklyn
I lock-
people.
No, in the Middle East.
Okay, Middle East. I thought they were doing it
With
in
my
Upper East Side.
passport. No, in the Upper East Side.
Some deli owner like, get inside. We must steal her liver so we can serve it with schmear.
A smear of
Liver. Dude, but that's just a crazy thing. Like in those Arab countries, maybe that's part of it, where our cultures clash. A lot of Bengalis in Dubai, tons of Bengalis that are just like indentured servants, basically. They can't escape. And maybe that's contributing to some shit.
It's basically just classism playing out all over the world the same in like different ways.
Course,
it's just the whole it's just everyone who's at that socioeconomic level behaves that way and so on. So 100%. I think it's more of a classist thing because if you go there, and also definitely a racist thing because South Asians are darker than Arabs or not the UAE though. I don't get why they're racist. I'm like, y'all also are dark. You're darker.
Even a lot of Saudis actually.
They're the Dominicans.
I've been to Saudi and like they're pretty dark.
Papi, I know black. Yeah. They're like
in fact, it's really just like Levantine Arabs who are lighter skinned.
Yeah, and some Egyptians, but they're like also mixed in with.
You're totally right about the class thing. It's like if you see like a video of like those rich Arabs at a wedding. They look like white, rich rednecks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're shooting guns in the air.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, my favorite thing is like, because I've been to Beirut a bunch because I used to date an Arab.
Beirut a bunch.
I love Beirut.
I've been to Beirut like 7-8 times, dude. I've been to Beirut a lot. Yeah.
Beirut's so fun.
I know Beirut. But the funniest sight to me ever was like I'd be on the fucking Corniche or whatever, and I'd go to like, I'd pass by a McDonald's, which is of course the shittiest place ever, and then you just see like a whole Saudi family in there with a train of like Louis Vuitton luggage with them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's like a Lamborghini parked outside, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is
always
deranged.
take them to McDonald's. They'll pull up in their Porsche to a McDonald's.
Because it's their status. America, McDonald's status.
We only eat American franchise.
And there's like a huge obesity crisis as a result of that. In like Saudi and in places
the UAE,
like that.
UAE. There's like a huge,
But obesity,
they need your services as a nutritionist.
They do. They have like that.
Right.
What's that Biggest Loser show? They have that there.
Saudi Arabia's Biggest Loser.
Or like,
you mean Khashoggi?
Whoever wins that show gets murdered.
We're gonna take the fat bone saw right off. All right, just take a bone saw to those.
It's all decapitations.
Cut the middleman.
Let's cut the middleman. Let's cut the middleman.
Cut the middle from the man.
Literally.
They're all magicians. They just actually do it though.
But it's true. It's like
they do the trick, but like actually.
Like, it's not magic. We believe in science.
Right. Saudi Arabian magicians just put them in the box and they just cut them and you can see blood
Shawarma. Did you say shawarma?
It's like a shawarma. You're on a rotisserie.
They just slowly.
This is how you peel your fat.
This is so horrific.
Biggest Loser Saudi Arabia. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You get money and then.
Really, it's not even about fat. It's about different escapees from
Yeah.
their families. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they just film them running across the desert.
Yeah, you think as a woman there, you'd want to be thinner so you can run faster away. Just when your time comes, I don't know.
Right.
But maybe the women are thin. I think they are. I don't think like I feel like it's all
the
these
problem
like men.
with the burqa is you can't tell really.
Can't
That's
tell.
why nobody wants to get thinner because it's always a very slimming outfit. It looks very nice on everybody.
It does.
The burqa?
The burqa and the abaya and all that.
It's the great equalizer.
Great equalizer, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's the idea is you can't see any boobs. You can't see any body.
Yeah. It's all body positivity.
Yeah. Right.
So by the time you take it off, you're just relieved there's tits.
But
you don't care.
You don't
in
care. It's a body.
Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia,
That's true.
the motto for L'Oreal is "You're not worth it, though."
Yeah.
You're definitely not worth it because you're not worth it. Okay.
Oh God.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe go home. All right.
Maybe marry an American and leave.
Maybe
Maybe.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Do you think like you don't feel like you're an oppressed person? You
No.
don't feel.
I mean, yes, as a woman
in
the world, generally.
I mean, you're a very outspoken
But
person.
day to day,
I see
no.
you as someone who's always
It doesn't stop me from living my life.
Right.
I'm very opinionated, and I've gotten to the place where I'm just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I mean, I'm already disappointing my parents. Who else could I be disappointing?
That's my
So,
take.
just God, really.
yeah,
That's
just-
it.
Right. And
Just every God.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got
Just
you.
every God.
I got you.
yeah,
Got you.
your gods,
Your-
our God.
No. Our
You see
gods
the
are
real
actually
God.
quite pleased with this because it's a strike
sorry,
against
the
your
God.
God.
Do you see how slightly
God.
there was like a ear God?
Yeah.
God.
You can take the Muslim out the Palestine. Can't take the Palestine out the Muslim. You know what I mean? I'm with
Or
you.
the
though.
Alabama.
Am I right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
blue,
Hindus.
She's
really?
doubling up though
Hindus.
with the Alabama and
Alabama.
the like Gaza or where are you from? Like
Ramallah.
Ramallah.
Ramallah is what? Is is
It's in the West Bank.
West Bank. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So that's
Dope.
you're doubling
It's
up on
fun.
you got the white Sharia and the regular Sharia.
Yeah, I've got all the
Right?
Sharias.
You got all the Sharias.
Collect all three.
Do not go ever. Go directly to jail.
Box tops for lack of education. You know what I'm saying? But you have to say, when I met you, I never thought that your culture, traditions were ever holding you back. I always thought they're augmenting you and making you a better comic. Because you'll have these jokes that are you'll do this thing, dude. Like you'll say some jokes that are great, and then you'll say one line that I'm like, that is one of the best lines I've ever heard. And it's about some brown shit, and I'm like, how did I not ever see that? Like you have this ability to get to that, just to some place that I've never seen before, and it's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that's the only compliment. All right,
I'll take it. That's the only compliment I've ever heard. I thought I was gonna get roasted on here.
I don't want to disrespect your dad by saying more nice things about you. All right.
Oh no! Please, make my dad want to kill you.
But you know what I'm saying? So I never saw you as someone who was, because some comics that are Muslim, you'll see them and you'll be like, all right, their Islam is holding them back on a funny level.
Name some names. You don't have to name names. Give an example.
Muhammad.
Okay.
Right? It's enough said. Enough. The first Muslim comic.
I know who you're talking
The
about.
first Muslim comic.
The first.
For you, I never saw that it was not that Islam is only something that represses. It can also augment. And I think for you,
how you use
Islam
it,
has augmented your comedy and augmented your point of view in a way that wouldn't have happened if you weren't Muslim or grew up Muslim.
Or grew up in a conservative Muslim place. Well, it was my way of slowly, again, unrepressing and unraveling that and tearing up the thread of the fabric that my parents and my society made me think was me.
Right.
So using and I do probably still there's certain things I hold back on saying, even now we talked about there's things on podcasts or whatever I don't like to talk about, but I don't think it's stuff that would necessarily make me a better comic, so I don't care. I don't need to talk about. I don't need to be dirty. I don't need to talk about sex. There's other stuff going on in my life that I want to talk about. Not that that's going on.
Well, I think you're gonna bottle it up. You're just gonna bottle it up,
Yeah,
and then one day you're gonna quit comedy and join burlesque.
I think
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna become a burlesque artist. This is my new thing now.
This is what I do. This is what I do.
But it's not sex. It's not sex.
It's classy. It's art. That was Trump. It's art. I don't know why.
It's art.
It's art. But yeah, I think it definitely makes me watch what I'm saying a lot of times.
Right.
But I don't think it's stuff, again, that necessarily I need to talk about in comedy. I feel like I'm missing out. It's if I only, wanted to talk about this and that and just say dick. I mean, I can say dick.
Just say dick.
Just say dick.
Just say dick.
That's Joe Rogan's new campaign.
Say dick.
Just say dick, huh? Well, again, that's why it's such an interesting thing is people that are from deeply, Arab, brown, South Asian. It's how we deal with that repression, and it's always kind of repression.
Because you also build another persona, and I definitely so. You get used to, we're saying, you're code switching with white people. You're also doing that with your parents too, or Islam switching. That's what I
Islam switching.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I coined it. Heard it here first, folks. Islam switching.
It's called conversion.
Code switching.
No, I mean code switching with your parents about being Muslim or not. Having that second persona of
Sure.
So I think oftentimes people tell me that when they first met me, they thought I was conservative or I don't know, they're just surprised when I'm not I don't know what they're expecting.
Were you in the space, and this is a thing, it's a very Muslim cultural thing, is so women that are Islamic cannot be anything in terms of sexuality, which means on Eid women be coming out in lingerie basically. So Eid Mubarak, women are out here throwing out midriff,
just to the nine,
throwing out sex vibes, right? Am I wrong here?
Not the Arabs. We don't do the midriff.
The South Asians?
Yeah,
go
not the
ham.
Arabs.
I mean,
No.
South Asians love the midriff.
But that's what I'm
We
saying,
can't-
dude.
But
No.
belly dancing comes from
Arab
from
culture.
Arab culture.
Talk about
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah,
but-
but you were again. We're confusing Arab culture with Muslim culture
Right.
with these are completely different things. So in Arab culture, a lot of it and all the cool shit Beirut, like Lebanon has a huge Christian population, right? And Beirut mostly, like, so that's where all the cool shit came from, and or like back then, also in the 60s, people didn't give a shit. Everyone was chill as fuck. It wasn't until like later on, so everyone was like,
because of us, I think, right? We came in, we're like, hey,
yeah,
everyone pull up the pants. Like we Cosby'd the whole in both ways. We raped them, and then we're also like, hey, pull up your pants. Wow, we Cosby'd the whole nation.
Good old double Cosby. Pull down your pants. Now pull them up.
Pull them up again. Pull them up again. Oh God. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like what we kind of did. That we put in the weird theologic fucking weirdos that kind of ended all the cool vibes that were in Iran and Afghanistan in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Muslims are
You are like a 70s Iranian.
Basically.
Or Palestinian.
Palestinian, maybe?
A 70s Palestinian?
Yeah.
Or 60s
I know you're
Palestinian?
We're 60s Palestinian.
60s Palestinian.
60s Palestinian?
Well, it's like, I mean, the Israelis are the ones who really like got Hamas going, right? Before that, it was like a pretty secular nationalist movement, like a lot of them. In fact, it was the CIA who also like fomented the Muslim Brotherhood and stuff like that in the 50s.
Sure.
Fatah, like the other faction, which my family... I mean, I shouldn't really talk about that, but...
Wait a second. Are we going to get some names here? What the fuck? It's just like a laser that starts pointing at your forehead.
Anyway, the PLO is, it originally was, it's a secular organization. Fatah is a secular faction of the two, Hamas and Fatah are the two that you hear about.
Is it the same secular in the same way that you say you don't talk about dicks on stage? Like,
it's
secular. We're secular.
Like, this is how fucked up it would be. I remember we would like be hanging out, and then we'd find out that like Hamas bombed a coffee shop in Ramallah because it was like too like whatever.
Right.
What?
And I'm like, man, now we can't go to our favorite coffee shop.
That's hilarious.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's
Where they serve
hilarious.
booze and shit and
dude,
hookah.
party foul, Hamas. Party foul. Holy shit, dude.
Scored one against the team, but it's like
self
to them,
goal.
it's like, oh, we don't have anywhere.
God.
Like, I don't know. But then,
and then the suicide bomber is a guy you just don't hang out with. Oh, here it comes, fucking Ahmed. Suicide bombing.
It's exactly. He's the guy that didn't get invited to the hookah bar. He's the school shooter. Basically,
he comes in the vest.
Yeah.
Really, bro? You gotta bring the wires with you? Really, dude? Okay. He's here. He's weird, man. He's weird. Is that really how it is?
If you don't invite me to this coffee shop, it's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We have to invite him. He said he was
I don't understand that part. It's also a struggle for power, and those two factions are like opposing. And
but does that go into the sitcom life? You know what I'm saying? Like you're just hanging out at a coffee shop and some terroristy guy shows up. You're like,
and then blows it up. That's a bad sitcom. It's a very bad sitcom.
A one episode sitcom.
Yeah.
It doesn't get renewed.
How was your mother? She was already dead. I met her in heaven.
The cast is dead.
The cast is.
I told Ali I wouldn't go to prom with him, and then he goes and blows up the prom. It's like there's no good sitcom-y ending to any of these scenarios.
It's like our Carrie movie.
Yeah,
but at the end, it's just
Carrie.
like a suicide.
What is that?
It's like our Carrie prom. Did you watch it?
Oh my God!
But it's a suicide vest. Yeah.
Instead, everyone else gets blood all over them. That's horrible.
And then Ted Mosby's like, "Hey kids, let me tell you how I met your mother. She's a child bride who got mailed to me." And
Ted Mosby.
It's like 8 kids just sitting. Yeah, that sitcom will still star Neil Patrick Harris. I mean, he's amazing.
Oh yeah,
you know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? As
he
a
can
Muslim,
do it all.
he
As
can
a
do it
Muslim,
all.
if he can play a straight man, he can a womanizer.
Neil
he can
Patrick
play
Harris.
Patrick. There's no P in Arabic.
There's no P in Arabic. Yeah,
there is Patrick Harris.
Butros. Nur Butros Harris.
Nur Badrig Haris.
I love talking shit. People like my friends visiting in LA, and then we were passing by these like park ladies, and I was like, "That's a kaf alif ra noon," like a Karen, and I spelled it out.
Oh my God, dude!
Because we were like, oh, I was about to say something.
What?
Nah, we were smoking. Okay, we were smoking in the park
from hookah.
Yeah, from hookah.
See, that's the biggest goddamn double standard of all time. By the way,
we were smoking things.
Hookah,
crack.
Smoking crack.
It was just crack.
Don't worry, Mom. It was crack.
So it was like these park rec ladies, and I was like, oh, it's a couple of, and then I had to like spell out
Khairons.
Karons.
Couple of Khairons. I know a couple of Kairuns.
I know Kairuns.
You know what the Muslim Karen is? Is that fucking every Muslim Karen is the one who you're trying to eat Cheetos and they're like, it has ambidextrous glutamate, which is in gelatin, which is with pigs.
That's Karima.
Karima.
Fuck her.
Those fucking
She did
Muslim
that to
Karens.
me. I had a Karima backstage in our
Dude,
Muslim
they
tour.
were-
She took away the jelly, what do you call them? The logamis. They're like,
Bitch.
these aren't the ones that were made in Turkey. I was like, I don't give a shit. I bought these. She hid them. I was like, who is this person?
Wow.
And I like took them out and then opened them, was just eating them in the green.
front of her?
Oh, you bitch. I love it.
I was like, you don't hide my gelatin. Don't assume. Here,
she-
I'm not
she-
crazy
dude,
where
she
I won't
walks
eat
in.
pork gelatin.
No, no.
Like, I'm not like.
She walks in.
I just wanna eat
you
meat, like-
you play the movie Babe. You're like, my favorite movie. My favorite movie. Bitch. Dude, there were some Khairun ass aunties at every gathering we were at, and they would wait till we're done with a full bag of the Cheetos.
Before saying something?
Before saying
Wait,
something.
what's wrong with Cheetos?
It has like some enzyme that pigs also have. Because they're mammals or some shit.
This is how.
Dude, it's insane.
This is how fucking.
That's so deranged.
Insane.
Intricate.
So she would watch us all eat it, right?
I didn't even
and then
know
be
that.
like, did you guys know? Did you guys know that that you're all going
Very
to hell?
good, sinner. Good job.
But if you didn't
dude,
know,
was it
Good. You like the head. You missed a little bit. Eat some more.
Dude,
Yeah.
they come in
Okay.
like Alec
she
Baldwin.
must really hate you then.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She comes in like,
she's not trying to help. It's not like, well,
No,
that's
she's
what
like, she
Karens
wants
do.
to see you
They're
go to
just-
hell,
yeah.
and then you know you're
going to hell.
Yeah.
It's like
it's different than the Haram police, but it's kind of like the Haram
Because
police, but
she
she's
is-
got a insidious,
she's the Haram
even
commissioner.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I want
know?
to see a Law and Order branch where it's the Haram police.
It's like, do. Allahu Akbar.
law and disorder.
That's haram.
All
That's
right.
haram. That's
Special victims unit.
special. Yeah.
This girl ate pork and got
Very
like, assaulted.
special.
Wow. And nobody solves the case. Good riddance. End of show.
This woman gets stoned to death. Good job.
Stoned to
We're done.
death.
That's the episode.
Stoning victims unit.
Stoning victims.
I would love to
unit!
watch. I would love to watch the Indian Law and Order where they put the camera on the cop and he's just laying around there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The whole
He's too
episode.
lazy.
He's just hanging out. It's the screensaver.
Stoning victims unit. It's like I don't know. Every time it's always the brother, obviously. You
Or
know,
the uncle.
Yeah, you know, it's like
Who
they call
also
it.
raped her and stoned her for not being a virgin.
And then there's gonna be one
Whoa.
episode where she stones
Whoa.
herself to frame her cousins or something. They have to get deep with the episodes.
That's a great
you know?
episode. That's a
She
great
stones
episode.
How'd she stone herself? She throws it really high in the air and just waits.
Wait, how many? It's got to be like a
It's
lot
got to
of
be a
rock.
bunch, you
It's
know?
gotta be
She's
a
just
lot.
to wait for it to land on
Well,
her
you can
face.
release it like a net, like balloons on like a surprise
Maybe,
party.
yeah. You got to
just
get very in
release
it because it's
a
like
net.
this is tough.
She puts it in
Or a bucket,
She puts
you
it on
you
baseball.
pull.
The
Yeah.
one baseball things. You know that shoot the baseball out, but she puts a stone in there. Oh,
I wonder, have
like-
they automated stoning like that though? Like,
Automated
get a machine?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like the cash grab machine, but
Right.
it's just stones.
Yeah.
They have that in Saudi Arabia. It's like they have like the nets, and it's the guy just throwing it. It's the guy.
Instead of like the pitch ball, like the
Yeah, it's
like the
just an
little
angry
pitcher
man,
thing.
just winding up.
I'm
and
gonna
throw-
get stoned for this episode.
Still
All of it.
good.
You got
You
stoned
stone
before
back.
it.
Get
I
stoned.
support women stoning. I support women stoning.
Yeah.
Women stoning other
Women
people.
stoning women.
Yes.
Women stoning other
Women
people.
stoning
Women
women.
stoning others.
You know?
WSO. That's my NGO.
Let's break that glass ceiling with the stone and let women do it too.
break that glass ceiling. That's what I mean. That's
I'm for women stoning men.
sure.
That's cool.
Sure, I'm with it. Yeah.
Okay.
If they deserve it.
Is this like a sexual thing now?
I mean,
like
it
a
could.
BDSM
No,
thing?
because
This
if
is
they're
the-
like
now we found our
enjoying
Pornhub
it,
search.
that's it.
Stoning.
I haven't been searching the. Thank you. I'm gonna go home
Stoning?
immediately. And search stone porn.
Is there anything salacious that you wanted to get off your chest that you didn't get to? 'Cause it seems like you had some blocks, and now the blocks are all gone.
You came in and like a true projector came in like, here's what I'm definitely not talking about, and then started to talk about them.
Well, yeah.
So is there anything
we're-
else that you really wanted to talk about? You know that you didn't get to because now you're a theater who's like open now.
Trying to catch me at a moment of
What do you anything that's burning?
anything burning.
Chlamydia. You have chlamydia, maybe. That's burning.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say, guys, just be careful this summer, okay? Like, COVID is not a thing. I mean, it might not be a thing if you're vaccinated, but just be
Chlamydia still
careful.
is.
Chlamydia
Chlamydia
is definitely a thing.
all
It's the fun
things.
one though. It's the fun
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Are there any unfun STDs?
Unfun or
Unfun.
AIDS
They're all
might
fun
be
to
the worst.
get. They're fun,
Fun
to
to
get.
get.
Yeah, not fun to
Not fun
have.
to have.
Which one's the fun one to have?
Hold on
though?
to them.
Fun to have. No, HPV, I didn't know about it. So that's like, it's not fun, but it's like,
But you do have it.
but everyone gets it. No longer. I mean, I joke about it in my
That's the wrong answer to like, hey, dude, do you want to say anything before we sign off? I have AIDS. I'm like, oh, okay. Mango face, silence. Sorry,
No.
share.
I'm a good Muslim woman, is what I'm saying.
Of course you are. Because you're not Muslim. That's what I call a good Muslim woman.
Yeah.
You're the fucking best, dude. Is there anything you want to say before we sign off? Final, like, words to any Arabs or any Muslims or any people in general. Little Atheer sign off. A girl who might be into stand-up, but her parents are crazy.
I will say, find out who you are. Do whatever the fuck you want, because life is too short. And I love this phrase by Mahmoud Darwish. He's a Palestinian poet.
Holy
and
shit.
he says,
Cut the podcast right here now. We don't need-
my freedom is what is it? It's like, my freedom is being what they don't want me to be, or becoming what it's in Arabic, so it's like translation's not great.
My freedom is what they don't want. Oh, sure.
Is becoming what they don't want me to be.
I love that.
It's from
So-
the immortal words of Mahmoud Darwish.
Yeah.
Who was talking about pegging, by the way.
Talking
We're
about
talking
pegging.
about pegging. So peg away. Life's too short. Say whatever you want.
That's a Rumi poem, actually.
That's a Rumi. He does talk about sex a lot.
Rumi's all about love.
He's all about love
All
and sex. I will say, if anything, I have been leaning into Sufism a lot, like lately.
That's
so,
where all the slutty Muslims be going.
Yeah!
All the undisciplined
Me too,
Muslims
though.
are like, I'm a
Me
Sufi.
too.
Yeah. I
Like, bitch, you might as well be
fuck with
Hindu at this
Sufism.
point.
I fuck with
Okay?
Sufism.
Dude, that's so
I've
true.
gotten so into it. Really,
Dude, it's so
great.
true because they allow fucking, they
It's
like
beautiful.
fucking, they
They're
don't
all
pray,
about-
they just dance.
They're just like hippies.
Yeah.
I mean, no wonder a lot of white people converted
It's
to
all
it. They're
Molly
like,
and
yeah.
goddamn pegging. I know, dude. It's
So
it's
if
kind of like,
anything, I would, yeah.
it's
I
kind of
totally
like, I'm
down with that.
ashamed to be Sufi because I'm just like, all right, I guess I just can't cut it with the real Muslims.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna hang out with the
with a swirling
offbeat.
dervish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hang out with this- you can't even hit on him because he's always spinning, you
Just
know?
like, yo, can I
talk to you a
sorry.
little bit?
That's why there are no rules. No one has stopped to make up any. You can't ask him about anything. He's just turning.
All right, meeting's over. Whee!
Can I get an answer? No, is this haram? All right, he's gone.
You gotta talk to a swirling dervish on one of those, like, you know, those jungle gym things with
Oh.
spin. So put him on that.
Opposite?
And
Spin
then
him
sit on-
opposite.
Spin opposite.
What will happen? He
Then
might
you
die.
jump on it, and then you can talk to him.
Yeah.
Right. What happens when two opposite
See, that's
spinning
what I'm saying, yeah.
swirling dervishes hit each other? Thunderclaps.
This feels like a physics equation. At what speed one dervish is spinning at 50 RPMs.
That's bonkers. That's hilarious. They just like combine into one Hindu. By the
Oh,
way.
yeah, they
just
become
they
Pranav.
fuse
Yeah,
into-
basically. It's true. You might as well
Two
be
Sufis.
Hindu at this
Like you
point.
said, two
He's
Sufis
right,
make
though.
one Hindu.
Dude, he's actually so right, dude. Sufism is like such a fucking Hindu ass, like.
I can
Truly
get down
is.
with it. I love it.
Yeah, no, but Hindu, because dude, we all intrinsically love Hinduism too. Hinduism is fucking badass.
Because it's the truth. That's why.
They're
That's
like-
literally why.
it's 95,000 truths.
Are you? That's the thing, though. I feel like you can't really be a zealot and Hindu, right? Like you're not like a.
I mean, you can be. It's not that fun, though. And it's not really.
I
seen
still
India
meet
in
a
the last
lot
5
of
years.
like what have I
It's
seen?
more of
India?
like-
It's more of
India's-
like a nationalistic kind of thing, though, right? It's a historical redress
That's
thing
what I mean.
because
It
now it's
doesn't
become
feel
very
so,
politicized.
like-
But the actual religion itself is not very political.
It's not
and
like codified the same way like other
like
religions
Abrahamic
are.
religions are very social religions,
Right.
right? Hindu religion is very much about
Spiritual,
self-development,
individual- yeah.
spiritual development.
That's what I love about Sufism.
You know?
Exactly. It's not about how you look in front of this person. Are you praying? Blah blah blah. Or at least like in Sufism, it's just it's about your own
Dance like nobody's watching.
twirl like no
Dervish
one
like
is
nobody's
asking.
watching. Sufi.
Live, laugh, love.
Twirl
Original
like
quote.
there's no
Sufi.
gravity.
Dude, if you finding Sufi, it's only a matter of time before some white girls like Sufis.
There already are a ton.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
so many.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Oh my god.
They
Yeah.
love
Spinning.
But the thing is, they
It's-
all stop
it's
at
dope, though.
Hinduism
Yeah.
and like Buddhism because they're like, well, this is fine. This is fun as it is.
Keep
The
going.
Muslims,
Check out Sufi,
I mean,
Tao,
why do they
Zen,
need to?
all the things.
I think if you're Muslim, you just go to Sufi
Yeah.
because you're like, well, there's
Oh,
still Arabic
I
and all
see-
that.
I see.
You
That's
know?
our like.
It's the girls who just want to have fun of Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's girls just wanna be
Dervishes
Sufi.
just
Yeah.
want to have fun. That's what it is.
It's like you guys be singing Sufis sing
Oh,
like slow
twirl.
jams to Allah. You know what I
Girls
mean?
just wanna have fun. I'm just full of songs.
I
and
love it.
covers. I
love
kept it under 15 seconds, so there's no copyright infringement.
That's good. That's very
And I changed the lyrics
nice.
in case anyone was worried about that.
Don't want no. Last words. You said them.
Last words. I love you guys.
This is great.
Love you too,
What a
Atheer.
great episode.
Super fun episode.
Super fun fucking first person. Check her Stuck in Stand Up out on YouTube.
What's your social at?
At Atheer Yacoub. Follow me
Atheer.
everywhere. Instagram.
That's spelled JEWISHBITCH.
You'll put it on. Yeah, that's it.
DRINKS
Karun.
CUM. What?
Kaf Alif Ran. Karun.
Yeah, Karun.
Karun.
She's the fucking best.
Follow
Straight
her
up
everywhere.
the best.
And remember
you
to
guys.
follow us, Patreon. Why don't you tell them about it, Usama?
I will, dude. Would love to. We have a Patreon. It's fucking fire. It's hot. We have a $5 tier, a $7 tier. Jump on. Free content. That's not free at all. It's exclusive, though. Get onto it. We have audio apps. We have topical clips. I'm losing. I'm derailing.
Follow us, subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Write us a review. We love you.
Hold on. Before we... I'm sorry. Her podcast, No Fly List.
The No Fly
Fucking
List.
follow
Check
it.
out the
Follow
No Fly
Follow No
List.
Fly List.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Thank you.
Come again.
Your mango babe.